Hello and welcome to oil painting, real-time oil painting, green onion and muffin pan. Talk about a good time. So I guess I should have put fresh paint on here. Not to be too literal, but I'm going to start with some green for the green apple. I'm using black Stonehenge watercolor paper. I got that, I don't know, for my birthday, and I did a thing with uh, a white ink gel pen of some kind. It was kind of fun, but never really used this for anything. I don't know really what to do with it, but let's see what happens here. So, I'm just doing white here for kind of like the lighter areas. I'm going to see about blending in some green, and now we want to get, so, the reason I do this is because, trying to get the 3D look. We go a little heavier green right there. Now I'm going to, let's see if we can, this is burnt umber. I guess I'll mix that with the green, see if I can get a dark green. I put some black out today. I don't know if we really want black. Okay, that looks pretty bad, but there is a reflection right here from this white surface, so I'm going to pretend that that's the white surface reflection. Why not? We just hint at the stem here. Stem also has green in it, so let's just put a little dot of green. There we go. Now let's jump back into this shadow that's a real fail, but even so, let's see if we can get, now we got, that's like a dark green, so let's see about putting the dark green here. And this shadow sort of goes down the bottom too. I saw a thing where you could put black to different colors to get a darker version of that color. So I just tried some black, and let's see what happens here, because that looks terrible. So let's see if we could put there. Okay, that looks pretty horrible. See about, get some more green. I don't really have any green paint. I don't have very many paints at all, these oil paints, but limited palette, I guess. Here's yellow ochre. I'm sure that'll be a big plus on our painting attempt here. I don't know why, but we're going to figure out why as we go. And we are getting, wow, 13 people. Somebody shoot me a like so I could make believe that my live thing here is popular. And hello to Blued00D. Alright, so now I'm going to hit that with, this is the black mixture. It's got black burn umber and green now, so see about getting a better green. Okay, that is, I would not say it's a dark green, but it is a different green than we have over at the other thing there. Okay, I'm going to do this back area, and I want to make a very light version of that same color, and I just put it right here because there's a subtle light area right there. Okay, that's good. That's starting to look like a 3D thing, more or less, kind of, sort of. And yeah, here's another mid highlight. Let's just try to use our weird green that we just got. Oh, look at that, getting so smooth. Wow. All right. Up here was another highlight of reflection. I'm going to see about just going here. There is one style of alla prima. I'll get some without changing the brush, I mean without cleaning it, I'm just going to put this yellow ochre, mixing it with the existing color, because we never want to be using any color straight out of the tube, right? So let's see about that stem again. Okay, that's cool. Not really, nothing offensive happening there. Now, we gotta get, let's fill up this, blank space we got here. Um, I guess let's go back to our mid-tone green, which was the mixture of burnt umber, this weird green color, and what else was in there? I forgot. So anyway, it's not straight from the tube green, so that's a plus. Let's see about going here, and I think we're going to try to see about the front area of, that's good. Now we want to get a little bit darker in the green. I'm adding some cobalt blue to this color that we had going, so we got the same color, darker. I'm going to see about go right here. Not bad. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to see about reinforcing this area. That does not look good at all. And now how about Shannon Baker, hello back to you. Thank you so much for the nice greeting. Wow, 12 people here. Could somebody put a like? So I think my record on a live real-time painting stream is like 5 likes, but I guess there's a reason for that, right? Okay, now I'm gonna go the same color we've been using, but I mixed white, and I'm gonna try to get a highlight right under here, and let's see. That's pretty good. I like that. Okay, and now I tiptoe back into the green with that same palette, and let's see if we can get this. That looks good. And now I want to go darker green, so just now we got like 5 different colors on this brush, so by adding more of this weird green, which I really don't like at all, we are gonna, that looks terrible. I'm gonna get more of that blue, and why don't we also, I got this yellow here, this called cadmium yellow deep. Let's see what that does to our green. Okay, that's a interesting green. Let's see what if that'll perform for this dark area right there. I don't know if we can't really see it. I'm going to put so you could see it. So here we got this highlight reflection of the white table, and then up here we have some other tones of green. We have the one dark there, and then this profound dark here, which is probably the reflection of this, but whatever, it has a nice 3D look to it. So let's have a look at what color we got here. All right, that's kind of a deep green, which is pretty ugly. I'm going to mix some magenta into that green here just to get a darker dark. So we definitely got a dark green. It's not very nice, but it's definitely a dark green. So why don't we just see if we could, let's put it right here. No, it's not very good. And then I'll try to get a little bump right here. Not too good at all. I go mix black in there just for the heck of it. I'm in a hurry here, right? Gotta go to work. So there's a real nasty looking green. Let's see what that could do for us. We gotta get this here. This is gonna be the shadow of the stem. Okay, can't go wrong. Shadow of the stem. And I got this giant brush here, which is probably not a great idea. All right, here I wanted to see the way this is, the white there, that's the reflection, comes to a point right there. So I'm gonna see about getting this dark, and there's also this dark line there. This is the darkest paint I got so far, so let's just see if we can go right here and make that go to the point. Okay, it sort of ran out of paint right there. Okay. All right, definitely we got a point now, don't we? All right, now I want to jump back into a more green looking green. So I got these colors I had working. Now this is the a big combo. It's got raw umber, touch of magneta, and a touch of this cadmium yellow deep. So let's see what that looks like, and I think we're just going to try to go right here. All right, looks good. I don't like the way that it's all the same color here, although there is a slight difference right there. But I'm going to try to, I guess I'll go more magneta, see what happens there. Okay, let's just try just straight up magneta. It's a warm color, it should come forward. So here we're trying to make it seem like this part of the apple is in front of, say, that kind of part of the apple. And I don't know if that looks good or not. Probably not, but let's get get some definition here. There's like a highlight there, cool. And there is definitely a highlight on the top of the stem. So there's that. And then right here, I'm gonna go hint right there at the green. Let's just see about going right here. Okay. See about going all right here. All right, so there is a big area right there that's its own tone. It is not really this color whatsoever, but at least we gave it a single color. So anyway, and hi back to you, Miss Shannon Baker. So here I'm just gonna see if I could round out the, let's see, I'll try this. I mean, I don't really want to be doing yellow or burnt umber for that, but let's see about putting in like a background here with burnt umber. And we sure don't want to be using any paint straight from the tube, but we'll try some black here. And try a reflective area here. Put some, there's always a thing there, which is the color of the subject bouncing up in the table there. I see about a bit of yellow ochre now. Okay. Yeah, let's see about a dark. Mixing the magneta with blue, it should give us like a Payne's gray. And so let's say let's call that the shadow. Okay, we're in a hurry now. And the objective here is to get a half decent painting and finish quick. So I'm going to put a little black right there. Okay, blend it out. One thing about this, painting on paper compared to a canvas is you really can't blend the paint as good on paper as you can on canvas. So it's especially important when you're trying to do a shadow, which is always good to have like a very, blend out look to it. And now let's just go here with a deep thing and just try to clean up this edge right here. That's not happening. Get a little more, let's see about here. Okay. That's horrible, but hopefully we can fix that as we go. That is really terrible. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see about go with our green look here. Not to be too literal, but we're sure putting a lot of green in here, and it'd be a lot better if we had some other colors happening, which we don't. We'll go back to the yellow ochre and just say hi, I'm part of the stem. And maybe just get a highlight happening. There's two highlights right here. There's one. There's another one right there. That's a terrible highlight color. That's a good color for once. Okay. Sort of. And now we really need a dark green here, but I don't seem to have the facility to make a dark green. And try some yellow in there. Let's see what we get there. All right, well, that's what's going to pass for a dark green around here. There. And this should really extend up. Maybe that's good. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that's good. Looks a little like an apple. I guess that's a win, right? All right. I'm going to try to, for the heck of it, just put some Magneta up here just for start a background. And hopefully this contrast in color will somehow help us with our little, apple painting try we got going here. We definitely don't want to have right now it looks like, a shrimp, a purple shrimp attached to our painting. We don't want that. We need to come out and diffuse. So all in all, I don't know if it's really coming out that good, but maybe it's not that bad either. Now I'm running out of the Magneta paint, so I'm adding some red, and we're going to put the red down here. As far as the background goes, red is going to, come forward. So hopefully that'll come forward compared to the Magneta. Get a little more of that. Let's try to mix the raw umber now. Get a darker. Okay, now see if we can get all of that dark color. The pro oil painters, they got 3 or 4 brushes, and one's for dark, one's for light, etc., etc. But we're the novice crowd right here. Now I'm I want to smooth out this edge right here, so I just want to. Yeah, I don't know if that really smoothed it out. Maybe slightly. And then this, we could definitely go darker right there. See what. Okay, I don't know if that's good or not. We're slowly morphing into the look of an apple, right? Hi, J Man Curly Fan. Thank you very much for the visit, and thanks for saying hello. Wow, I got 2 likes. Okay, you know my record of thumbs up on real-time watercolor painting, I think, is 5. So we are really hurtling towards success or positivity today. All right, hey, look, that's starting to look kind of like a stem in a little weird way. I got some. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and stick a little yellow right here, which did not work good at all. I'm trying to do everything with this giant brush. I'm sure it would help that stem to be using this brush, but I'm trying to put that off anyway. So now I got that yellow on there, which is introducing a new yellow, because I have not used this yellow yet on this particular painting. Let's see what that does for our muddy green we have over here and where we could use it. I think right here would be a good place. Let's try it right there. Okay, nice. And now why don't we see about just coming down here. Maybe that will give us translucence, I don't know. Try a little bit there. That looks stupid, but wait. You don't want to be doing the same tone in all different places, but we can probably cover up a lot of that. Let's just go a little bit right here. That looks really bad, but it might start looking good after. And then we definitely would like to have this more of a typical tone than it is now, and that is a definite plus. I'm just gonna go down here, see what could get done there. Nothing happened there. That was bad. Here would be good to just have some nice blue. I don't know if we can get a blue. Let's try that, because it's a reflective shadow, and to go with a bold color, sometimes a reflective shadow will look good. Okay, now I'm just going to take some white and just see about getting this highlight here. And now we got to bounce back to green to cover this area that never really got its fair share. Black right there is actually black paper we're using, so we don't want that black. And now I want to have a yellow white light thing right here, just because right there's like a little streak of you know of yellowish white. Well, it's not yellowish white, but it's a highlight compared to what's beside it. And so okay, we definitely got that. Let's see about just a little bit of a highlight over here. Oh, looking good. And then sometimes if there's like a ring of lights, I'm gonna try right there. And then up here, let's just see about a little bit up there. All right, cool. And then there's a highlight here, which we attempted with that murky color. Now I want to bounce back to whatever we can find for a good green, which this is pretty much our green area. That's a little on the yellow side. I don't know if we got any green left here. Oh, there is some. Okay. Not really. Okay, let's see. All right, where were we? Right here we want to go. Let's see about that. It's not really a light green. Let's see about yellow in there. Okay, maybe that's going to be a light green. Let's see right here. Okay, cool. And If that's good or not, not really. See if I can just smear that. Okay, smeared. Okay. And just try to get a little thing happening right there. Now let's get a dark right there. That's not too dark. I am going to try this little brush just to try to get a strategic line in there. I'm going to try to get that little thing right there. And all right, that's going places, I guess. Now let's see about like a hint of shadow. So I'm mixing that same brown here because there's like a shadow of the stem right there. If we could capture that, that will really do very good things for our center of the apple experience. Can anyone give me a thumbs up? If we have 3, we're going to have a lot more thumbs up than any other real-time watercolor, real-time oil painting. Let's see if we got this, what this like orange here could do for our greenness. I don't know what that is. I don't really see that color, especially right here. We could probably use something like that. Let's see about like right here. Okay, that's pretty nice. And maybe right here. And can this come down? Okay, and then back here, let's try that same color, but a little bit lighter, which I don't know if it's really gonna work out here, but let's see about this thing here. Okay. Yeah. And then we need a highlight right there. Why not use this color? Okay. That might be something, I don't know. And so that, and maybe go with this right here a little bit. And there's one little highlight here, which we sort of have represented. Would anyone say that looks like an apple? I'll tell you one thing, it looks more like an apple right there because that's the angle I'm looking at it. As opposed to straight up, it looks elongated. Well, how about that for a freakish turn of events? That's why you're supposed to be have it on an easel instead of laying flat. Anyway, I'm going to see about cleaning up this edge. And we really need a little bit more definition right up here. Let's see about right there. Okay, possible. And this black, we gotta get rid of that. That's the paper shining through. Let's see about, let's just go lean into yellow and our murky green. Let's see right here. I don't know. There's a good chance that that's not so great. See right here. There's that yellow right there. We failed to really get the yellow right there. Okay. And let's go right there. Okay. Anyone think that looks like an apple? I don't know what this, that is not really. That doesn't really belong. guess what we need is just gonna try to go a little heavy green right there. Not very good. I'll try to get lighter. Hmm. All right. Now I'm gonna get a dark Payne's gray. We're using blue and red and blue, but here's blue and what do you call it? See about this down. I don't know if that's so good. I need to get really dark. They say that, you know, black is not a good choice. Let's see about going right here, saying hi over the stem, even though it's okay. Next, let's see about a highlight on top of the stem, which I'm going to try to get a very pale cadmium yellow light. See if that is anything good. Okay. And now we need a little greenish on the side of the stem. Good. Oh, hey, maybe we got a stem right there. I don't know. Could be. Now we want to go darker green. Just kind of go up here. That's not very good at all. And really, we got to cover this one thing of black. And now let's go like here. Let's just see right there. And then we got a highlight, which we never actually put, which is like right here. And can we get that to pop? Not really. And I could also put a little dot right there. And then back to the darkest dark, just to, and that's not our darkest dark anymore. I don't know if that's good. Not really. That's horrible. Thank you for the compliment saying good drawing. Do you play something or just drawing? Well, I have played African drums about 10 years, and I also had played tennis for about 10 years. And I guess we're going to say that's our painting today. I'm just going to see about go a little more green right here. Looks good. Looks good. Are you ready to go to work?
Yeah, I'm just watching.
Okay. Just hit some more green right there. That's bad, but you know, maybe it'll look good later. Let's see about like redefining the highlight there. And would be good to have a highlight there. Oh, that's nice. All right, maybe that's it. Okay. Thanks everybody who stopped by for my real-time oil painting. Apple, like keeping the camera at this angle, which is sort of where I had it. If you look at it straight down, it's a very distorted, you know, thing because I was looking at it at this angle, and so that's why it looks better like this. Okay, Art Fun. See you next time. And thanks for all the thumbs up and the positivity in the comments.